Did you know? White marlin are ravenous and will consume just about any manageable prey, but flying fish, small tuna, mahi-mahi, and squid are considered the preferred goodies white marlin like to eat.
Did You Know is sponsored by North Bay Marina.
Well, there's no doubt that oysters play a vital role in the waters of Delmarva, but because they are such a delicacy, the oyster can always use a little assistance. That sure is a lot of oyster shells being dumped in the parking lot of Purdue headquarters in Salisbury, but they're not going to be here for long.
Once the tube's full, you pull it out, and then if you just carry it over to the table there, our guys will twist the bag and ring it, and then load it in the trailer chute.
Dozens of volunteers are standing by to fill these tubes with oyster shells.
It is hard work, but I'm glad to do it.
I'm just rebagging them so we can keep the bag going.
Put the shells in the tube and eat them again some other day.
So we brought about 375 bushels of oyster shells. Each bushel is roughly 500 shells. Every bag is about a half bushel, so we're saying about 200 to 300 shells per bag.
The shell bagging is being done for the Oyster Recovery Partnership, a nonprofit that has a thing for oysters.
The Oyster Recovery Partnership, our main focus is putting oysters back in the bay, both for the ecologic purposes that oysters provide as well as the economic benefits that they do. The project that we see here today is creating shell bags. Shell bags are used for both restoration as well as aquaculture, which is a growing industry within the state of Maryland.
So if we understand correctly, sounds like there's more to oysters than just being delicious.
We can grow up to 10 baby oysters per oyster shell. So you're looking, somewhere around 2,000, 3,000 potential oysters per bag. And that's, upwards of, each is filtering about 50 gallons a day. In a perfect situation, about 100,000 gallons of water that'll be filtered by every bag that's made. So it's a huge thing when you think about it.
These bags will be used back at the hatchery at the University of Maryland, Horn Point Hatchery. They'll add larvae to tanks that will have several hundred of these bags in there. Oyster larvae will attach to the shells within the bags, and then we'll deploy these bags around the bay. So each bag will have about 1,000 oysters once they get deployed, and those oysters will turn into larger oysters filtering thousands upon thousands of gallons of water every day.
Oysters are not only great to eat, they're also great stewards of the bay.
With their filtering capacity, they can take a lot of the sediment and nutrients out of the water that are there, and so it's an added benefit to the bay, to the cleanliness of the water.
Of course, this program would not be as easy to accomplish if not for the volunteers braving the heat to make it happen.
This is our 9th year, Andrew, that we have participated in doing the ORP. And to date, we've had 514 volunteers with Purdue participate. We have bagged 8,143 bags of shells, which that equates to around 400 spats per bag. So over 3 million oysters are now living and surviving in the Chesapeake Bay because of the bag.
Donated labor for a good cause. We are a nonprofit, so that's invaluable. You can't, anybody that's willing to work hard and help out a worthy cause is worth the effort.
For those of us that love dining on this Delmarva delicacy, this is definitely great to hear. But of course, the important role the oyster plays in the Chesapeake Bay cannot be forgotten.
Oh, indeed. Anything on the Chesapeake Bay. We're new here. We've been here about a year, so anything to help the ecosystem up here, we're all for.
So just a reminder, the next time you delve into one of these delicious janitors of the Chesapeake Bay, there's a strong possibility it found its way there thanks to one of these bags.
Get aboard, Delmarva!
Coming up next, the Holly Grove archery team spent the summer adding to their already impressive resume.